does CaCO3, which is calcium carbonate, does calcium carbonate contain both ionic and covalent bonds? Let's see. Well, it does or it doesn't, right? Let's check it out. So we have calcium carbonate, we got CaCO3. So maybe I'll just put that on this side. So we have calcium, then we got maybe not too far away, CO3. Okay. Now, keep in mind that if we have ionic bonds or a type of ionic bond, 9 times out of 10, an ionic bond is usually with a metal. Now, that's not always the case, but it's a pretty high percentage. So an ionic bond could be a metal, and then maybe we'll say plus a nonmetal. Now, usually, that's the general consensus, is that if you do have an ionic bond, we have to have a metal with some nonmetals in there. Okay, well, let's see. Calcium carbonate. Calcium, Ca, where is that on the periodic table? Well, calcium is one of our minerals that we definitely need in life, right? Gotta drink your milks. But calcium is an alkaline earth metal. So that's probably a review for you. But to find it on the periodic table, all alkaline earth metals are in group 2 or 2A. Okay, but the name is in there. Calcium is a metal. So we definitely do have a metal in here. So for sure, if you have a metal, 9 times out of 10, right, even higher percentage, you would have an ionic bond, because generally ionic bond is metals and nonmetals. Now also, an ionic bond is when you have a metal plus a polyatomic ion. And polyatomic ions are groups of nonmetals together with just a singular charge. Maybe I'll just say polyatomic ion. So this is now using your memorization from your polyatomics that chances are you have to memorize. CO3, right? If I break this down, this would turn into calcium, right? It's a 2+ because it's in group 2, our oxidation states. And carbonate is always a 2- charge, right? And I do have carbonate, that is a polyatomic ion. So I definitely know that we have an ionic bond in here. So ionic bonds, totally a check. But now the question is, do I have a covalent bond? Well, covalent bonds, this one usually doesn't have any exceptions. Usually, if you see that you have a nonmetal bonded with another nonmetal, so basically 2 or more nonmetals. If you have a nonmetal plus a nonmetal, that is a covalent bond. And we just have to see if we have that, right? Well, can't be with the calcium because the calcium is the metal. But in the carbonate, I have different elements, right? I got carbon and I have oxygen. They have to be bound together, right? And it doesn't really matter in this case that it's a double bond or a single bond, right? A single here, a double here, right? Between the carbons and the oxygens. That doesn't matter. But just know that inside here, there has to be bonds as well. And carbon is one of your nonmetals. It is on the right side of the periodic table, and so is oxygen. Oxygen is also a nonmetal. So when the carbon is now bonding with the oxygen in carbonate, nonmetal and nonmetal, that's a covalent bond. So calcium carbonate has the ionic bond because that's the direct positive and direct negative between the calcium and the polyatomic ion. But then within the polyatomic ion, we have different nonmetals, and that's your covalent bonding. So to answer this question, does calcium carbonate contain both ionic and covalent bonds? Maybe I'll just put it right smack in here. Yes. Yes, it does. And that's the end. Oh yeah. Guys, what'd you think? Let me know in the comments. Thank you for coming here, hanging out, learning about ionic and covalent bonds. Yeah, if you want more practice, you could head on over to our website at glazersguide.com. The link is in the description if you want to see more questions like this. Or, at the end of the video, there will also be the website as well. You could click the link there. And yeah, always remember that more practice and more fun. Head on over to glazersguide.com. Yeah? I hope you guys have a great day. Keep studying hard. Keep rocking out. And I'll talk to you soon. All right? Bye-bye.
For more practice and for more fun, go to glazersguide.com.
And for more practice and for more fun, come on, go to glazersguide.com.